In the ancient kingdom of Umonachi, there lived a king called Omenka. He was a wise and just ruler, loved by his people. Eze Omenka had one daughter, Naza, from his first wife, who had passed away many years ago. Naza was the jewel of the kingdom. Beautiful, hardworking, and respectful. Her beauty was the talk of the land, and her character was admired by all who knew her. But despite her many virtues, Naza could not find a husband. As she approached the age of 25, suitors from far and wide came to seek her hand in marriage. But something strange always happened. Each suitor, upon meeting Naza, would suddenly withdraw his proposal, claiming he could no longer pursue her. This puzzled the king and the entire kingdom, for Naza was the embodiment of grace and beauty. Everyone was surprised. What's going on? Not Naza. Naza is a very good girl. What could be the problem? Everyone kept lamenting. In truth, there was a dark secret behind Naza's plight. Her stepmother, Queen Amaka, who had married Eze Omenka after the death of Naza's mother. She was consumed by jealousy. She feared that Naza's beauty and virtue would overshadow her two daughters, and so she sought the help of a witch who gave her a potion that would cast a terrible curse on Naza. The curse was simple yet devastating. Any man who was interested in marrying Naza would perceive a foul smell whenever he was near her, a scent so repulsive that it could drive him away. One evening, as Naza sat under a tree, she confided in her friends Adora and Chidera. "I don't understand it, Adora," Naza said, her voice trembling with frustration. "Why do all these men suddenly run away from me? Do you think there is something wrong?" "No, Naza," Adora replied, shaking her head. "There is nothing wrong with you. I have seen how they look at you with admiration before they change their minds. Something is not right." Naza sighed, her heart heavy with sorrow. "I fear I may never find someone who will love me." But Adora, sensing the pain in Naza's heart, urged her to speak to her father. "The king loves you dearly," she said. "If there is something unnatural happening, he will seek the God's wisdom to find the truth." Naza took Adora's advice. That night, she went to her father. "Father," she said, leaning down before him, "I beg you to help me. Something is preventing me from finding happiness, and I fear it's beyond my control." Eze Omenka looked at his daughter. Seeing the pain in her eyes, he knew something was amiss. "My daughter, do not worry," he said, lifting her up. "I will consult the gods and find the answer you seek." The next morning, Eze Omenka traveled deep into the sacred forest where the great oracle Nnedi resided. After performing the necessary rituals, he was granted an audience with the oracle. "Eze Omenka," Nadi said. His eyes closed as he communed with the spirits. Your daughter's misfortune is not of her own doing. It is the work of someone who harbors jealousy and malice in her heart. The king's heart sank as he continues. Your wife, Queen Omenka, has cast a curse upon Naza, making her undesirable to any man who wishes to marry her. This curse manifests as a foul smell that only suitors can perceive. Omenka's eyes burned with anger. How could she do this to my daughter? You must confront her, Omenka, Nadi said. But remember, justice must be tempered with wisdom. Do not let anger cloud your judgment. The king returned to the palace with a heavy heart. That night, he summoned the queen. Omenka, he began, his voice cold and distant. The gods have revealed to me what you have done to Naza. Omenka's eyes widened in fear. She knew she could not lie to the king, for he had consulted the oracle. My lord, she stammered, and fell to her knees. I was blinded by jealousy. I feared that Naza's beauty would overshadow my daughters, and they would be left without suitors. Omenka clenched his fist in anger, but remembers the oracle's words. You have brought shame upon this family and have caused an innocent girl out of your own insecurities. For this, you will be banished from Umunachi forever. Queen Omenka wept and pleaded for mercy, but the king's decision was final. She was escorted out of the palace that very night and banished from the kingdom forever. With the curse lifted, it wasn't long before suitors once again came to seek Naza's hand in marriage. Among them was Chike, the son of a poor farmer who had admired Naza from afar for many years. Unlike the other suitors, Chike was brave and strong, with a heart full of love for Naza. One day, as Chike approached the palace, he was met with the same foul smell that had driven the other suitors away. But instead of retreating, Chike steeled himself forward and continued to walk towards Naza. When he finally stood before her, the smell vanished, replaced by the sweet scent of flowers that surrounded the palace. Naza, Chike said, I have loved you from afar for many years. I would be honored if you would consider me as your husband. Naza, who had been longing for true love, smiled at Chike. You are the bravest man I have ever met, Chike. I will marry you and be by your side forever.